Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could, look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month, teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching, as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
When we're coaching, we have to become great communicators, because coaching in itself is really a form of communication. Now, when we're coaching, we also have to coach people to be great communicators. So how do we do that? Communication is such a huge topic. It could involve active listening, body language, eye contact, listening skills, the use of our language, our body language, written communication. So it's a huge topic. So number one, when coaching to great communication, define it. Great communication is when someone does what, and fill in the blank. Great communication is someone who is actively participatory in listening and understanding a teammate's views without prejudice or judgment. That could be your first sentence. Now, I just made that up. But the point being, if you don't define it, then you're always going to be coaching to a moving target. So this strategy is called define and coach. First, define it, and define it as extensively as you would like. Now, the cool thing is, if you involve your people in that definition, they become co-authors in what they need to change and improve. Once you have your definition, list out the actions that people need to exhibit to support that definition. Here's the really cool thing. When you have that done, put it into a written document. Make posters. Put out signage. Maybe have a weekly reminder of one component of that definition and put it on people's desks. I think one of the greatest things we can do with communication is to teach our people to become better active listeners. The ability to listen and paraphrase to somebody what they said or what they meant before offering an opinion. To listen without prejudice or judgment. Here's why I say that. Take that, and this is one small component of communication, but take that for a second. Think about it. How often are we thinking about what we want to say when someone is talking? And we're just waiting for that person to take a deep breath so we can insert our brilliant thoughts. I'm as guilty of that as anybody. And by being aware of what good active listening is, doing it without prejudice or judgment, we will really create better communication, better trust, better teamwork. Now, let's take written communication. How often do we communicate things in the written word that are taken out of context or misunderstood? And we look back at our documents and, oh, that's not what I meant, but I didn't write it very well. We did something with a client years ago, and it's an editing technique. We would literally use different color highlighters, and we would highlight a document. So like yellow would be, how would you change this? Green, what's wrong with this, and what risk does this person possess in terms of communicating in this written document this way? And when people would see the documents, what we were doing was building awareness of a couple things. One, do you do this? Two, editing skills, why we need to edit our documents, especially important ones that we send. And then three, getting them to really think about how people interpret and receive the written communication. So again, coaching to communication, we first have to define it, then list the actions that support it, and then coach to it. Good luck. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21 day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.